Streaming live on WHITradio.org from High Tech High School in North Bergen, New Jersey, it's the TripleDeckers Show. I'm your announcer, Maxwell, and now your host, Ahmed.
Good afternoon, I'm your host, Ahmed, and with me today is Kevin and Maxwell. Behind the glass is Katie. Today's topics are: a 7-year-old survives plane crash, should the death penalty be allowed on the Boston bomber, and a 2-year-old killed his mom in Walmart, and then we're going to share more on why. So, Max, can you tell us more about the 7-year-old that survived the plane crash?
Yeah, the 7-year-old was on a plane and the plane crashed. The plane was heading from Key West, Florida, early Friday, and heading to Mount Vernon, Illinois. And it crashed in
Tennessee,
in Lyon County. It was 10 miles from the airport it was supposed to arrive at, supposedly. Wow. And the 7-year-old was on the plane with her mom, her mom, her father, her sister, and her cousin, who all died. And she survived, and she wandered through the forest at night and found a cabin. And when she went to the cabin, a man named Larry Wilkins answered the door and alerted the authorities.
Wow. That's amazing how a 7-year-old, she's like the only one out of the whole plane. I wonder how she actually survived it.
Do they know how the plane got to crash? Was there
yeah, there was engine failure.
Okay.
Wow.
I'm not really sure why, how she survived, but I have a feeling that her body, because she's so young, she had an instinct that forced her body and her muscles to because I remember I heard this story that basically there was a tornado and this guy got knocked unconscious right before the tornado picked him up.
Yeah.
And because he was unconscious, he couldn't contract his muscles. So then the tornado flung him around 100 miles or feet, I don't know, in the sky. And then when he landed back down, a few hours later, he woke up, obviously with pain because, he got flung over 100 miles. But he was stable, he didn't have any paralysis. And the reason was because his system completely shut down, allowing him to basically absorb all the shock from the hit without damaging any of his nervous system or his muscles.
Wow.
So I'm not sure if that's the same thing that happened where she she turned off all her systems and she was able to adjust to the impact, or maybe it was just a miracle.
Yeah, and she was with her family. Maybe they did something to protect her in a way when they were on the plane, but who knows.
Yeah.
So next, guys, you know about the Boston bombing that happened a couple months ago, about a year ago maybe. Should the death penalty be allowed on the person who caused it? What do you guys think?
Did they say which death penalty they were going to use?
They were gonna. I'm not too sure. They just said they were gonna kill him. Should they be allowed to do? It's the second the sentence phase, including a possible death penalty that has been the subject of the behind-the-scenes discussions. So I think they're just gonna kill him.
Does Massachusetts have the law that allows them, the death penalty law, or is it a federal? I mean, a
federal.
National. It's a national crime, right? So then.
No, I think he should get sentenced to life in prison.
He should? Oh, yeah, life in prison.
Definitely life in prison.
Mm-hmm. The death penalty is I'm not going to talk about it right now because it's, a really long topic and a lot of discussions and arguments. But, when it comes to death, I feel like natural death is, the best way to go. And, no one should be given the power to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Even if, I know, he did extremely bad, awful things, but I just don't have, I feel like he should just serve life in prison.
Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. It's an easy way out. I think he should really have time to think about what he did in all those years spent in prison. He should rightly receive. Time in prison will probably make him change his view on things. Hopefully he regrets on all the people he killed, the wrong he's done. So I think a certain amount of years of his life spent in prison, the remaining years he has, will certainly teach him a valuable lesson never to even think about doing something again like this.
I know there was a situation in Texas where a guy murdered someone, and after 2 or 3 years, they gave him the death penalty, like without any questions. They were like, "That's it, you're done." And every state has their own. Is it a state level crime or is it like national? Like I don't know how that works. Like
This, I think it's national.
But then would you be?
Wait, actually, no. I think it's about the state of Massachusetts.
So then,
Yeah.
like, let's make believe he committed the crime in New York.
Mm-hmm.
So then, death penalty wouldn't even be a question, right? Like, it wouldn't.
Yeah, they shouldn't.
Because
each state has like its own say in it, I guess. Some places they allow, and
I have another
a lot
question.
they
Like, if it's in Puerto Rico, like a crime happens in Puerto Rico, does it have does Puerto Rico have its own laws that, or is it like a national system that
with
judges?
Puerto Rico?
Yeah, like territories are.
I'd like to think it sort of has a say. Maybe it has its own form of law about that certain topic, like anything to do with the death penalty. But it might be national too, so I'm not really too sure about that. All right, next, let's talk about a 2-year-old that killed his mom in a Walmart. Kevin, can you tell us more?
All right, so basically it was a small family, a husband, a wife, and a 2-year-old child, and they were gun people. They called themselves. They were, they didn't use guns in any harmful way. They grew up with them, so
yeah.
They would go to the firing range every weekend. I know the mom had 2 firearms, and
Okay.
her name Veronica Rutledge, and her the husband, they all had firearms, and it was just it was part of their lives.
Mm-hmm.
It didn't affect them in any way violently. They were they were working. I know Veronica went to the University of Idaho, and she got a diploma in chemistry, and she was having a job, and everything was normal. But for Christmas break, winter break, they went on vacation to a northern part of Idaho, where her father-in-law, which is the father of the boy's father, and they spent the break there, and they went to Walmart. She went to Walmart with her son and 3 nephews.
Yeah.
And she had a purse which contained a zipper. So, it was a special purse for her to conceal the gun inside. And you had to open a zipper to be able to grab the gun. And it wasn't an obvious thing. You would have to search for it. And she left the purse unattended in the electronics aisle. Mm-hmm. And then when she came back, she saw her son with the gun, and, he just shot it. And they were actually seeing if they should charge the son, with murder. Wow. Which I think is ridiculous, because he still doesn't have the thoughts,
knowledge,
the common the common sense.
He has no idea what it is.
He doesn't even know what he's done. He was asking where his mom had gone and all that. Yeah. And it's really painful for this to happen.
Yeah, imagine when he gets older, he's gonna find out what he didn't.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are the nephews? Does it say?
No, it doesn't say.
Do you know if they're older than?
No, they were children. Yeah, they probably were older, 5, 6.
Do you think they told them to take it out of the purse?
I feel
because he's a baby, the baby will take it out and then no one will think of it.
I'm not sure with the details, but I feel like they were just playing around in the toys section. But anything could happen. That might be
Where'd she get hit?
She was shot in the head.
In the head?
And that's what makes it so unbelievable that this 2-year-old kid can grab a gun, which it's not heavy, but it's.
What gun was it?
It was a firearm, just a.
I know
pistol.
It was a pistol. What kind of?
It doesn't specify.
Know. Something easy to be concealed in the purse though, so. Yeah. I don't know what kind of gun it is, but.
And it's a tragedy for children to lose their parents. First of all, and the worst part for him to have the weight of being the one that killed his mother. Must be horrible in the coming years.
It's gonna be really tough on him in the future.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for watching, and thanks to our panel, Kevin, Maxwell, and Katie behind the glass. I'm Ahmed, and this is the TripleDeckers Show on WHITradio.org.
Thanks for watching the TripleDeckers Show. Tune in to WHIT Radio on YouTube page for more shows. Have a good day.